evening, everybody. It's a new week. Sunday night here in Panama. In Europe, it's Monday morning. Australia, it's Monday afternoon. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope all of you guys enjoyed that World Cup match today. It's probably the best football match I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot. Pretty amazing. If you think you're going to get anything better, chances are no. It's kind of like going to the casino and you get that, you get a spin on the wheel and you win $1,000, $2,000. Like, hey, I'm going to keep going back. Next time I'm going to win $1,000 again. And then it takes you like 6 months, a year, a year and a half, 2 years till you win again like that. So congratulations to Team Argentina. Like I said, we live on Via Argentina. So all the crazies came out this afternoon. It was wild. So we went to another part of the city and enjoyed our day. Sorry, I have a little bit of sniffles tonight. The mold is killing me today. I'm so glad dry season's here. It's time. Ugly X Max sweaters required. Yeah, you guys can do that if you want. Finally, I'm not missing the live stream. Ox Colette, good to see you. I'll be right over with the eggnog and tokenized HSI presents. Merry Christmas to yours. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Brothers Corey and Jeremy. Yeah, thank you. They were reporting for class. Had fun playing with the Aurochs wallet this weekend. ETA and the NFT from them. Not sure. They said something about it, but God, I can't remember about the NFT. But we'll all get it. I think there's like 20,000 of them or something like that. Hello, Doug. Cheese in the house. I had to make a run for some more today. Hope you had a great weekend. Man, why don't you have your own cow? You got to make your own cheese. All you cheeseheads know how to do that. T-Bird, good. I think, is it still morning for you or is it lunchtime? Cool Gamer. Ted Nelson. Tin Top. Hex Glenn. Man, you guys are all showing up tonight. Thank you. Tom C. Steve D. Oh, thank you, T-Bird. Gotta stick that Hex. Crypto Class. Hey, CryptoSloth. CryptoSloth is live streaming tomorrow. I retweeted it if you haven't seen it. Always on time, Randy. Agreed, best game ever. Yeah. Look, guys, I live in Latin America, so I'm surrounded by football. That's all anybody cares about here, right? I'm talking about like Latin American or football, as they call it. And my son plays, I'm at 6 or 7 hours a week. I'm at the field. And to me, it's kind of a boring sport, but I still enjoy watching it, especially because my kid's part of it. And today was an epic match. It's a bummer that they had to go down to penalty kicks because I can't stand it whenever a game ends because of penalty kicks. But you got to admit, Argentina played a hell of a game today. Aus-Thai combo. Yeah. Mold like in your condo. Andrew, yeah, that's part of life in Panama, man. You can't avoid it. We actually clean. I have to go around and clean all of our fans at least every 2 weeks because they start getting the mold on them, and it just starts getting into places you never imagined. You get leather belts here, they start to crumble. If you have them in the closet, you have to use there's this packets of dehydrations. I don't know what it is. Dehydration salts you have to actually put in your closet to keep the mold down, to keep the humidity down. And because remember, I live in the jungle. The jungle's just about 2 kilometers away from here. And man, that's the one downfall of living in this area. There's parts of the country I could live in that are much drier, but the city's awesome. So just got to deal with it. And no, it's not. I actually lived in the condo. My first condo in Panama, there was infiltration in my condo where there was a crack on the outside wall and that was coming right through. and the mold would grow back within days. It was terrible. I was so sick my first couple months at that condo until I figured it out, and I told somebody, and they kind of fixed it. But after my lease was done, I was out of there. Yay, JG. You're not the jerk anymore. Hex Glenn, Yo Sloth. That's right. Joe, is there a free app to make it an AI avatar? What did I use? I used, it's not free. Wasn't much though, a couple bucks. I used Lensa, Lensa. Lensa. It's not the best. You pay $250 a month, and then to get 100 images, it cost, I think it was $250 or $299. For my son, I did the package of 200 avatars, and that was $399. And I think useful images out of all those, maybe for me, maybe 3 images. For him, maybe 20. Obviously, I added more pictures. I had really good photos of him too. So the better quality your photos are of your selfies and your images where you're just standing or you're posing and stuff, the better the quality of the images, the better the AI makes good stuff. And my son had a ton of good shots, so that made it much easier. His are badass. I wish I could show them. They even show images. If you guys haven't used AI imagery yet, they even show images where he looks much older, like he's not 5 anymore, like he's 7, 8, or 9 years old. And I thought that was cool that the AI did that. Facing reality. Clint Jones is here. Nice to see you too. Mango Junkie. Hey, no problem, Cryptosoft. Mom, you're always on time. My mom's always on time. Sandy Beach shows up with the beach. Did some s'mores with the kids tonight. 68 in South Florida tonight. Wow. That's nice temps. That's cooler than here. If I walk outside right now, it's probably like 78 Fahrenheit. Hello, Sandy. ARK went up 200% 7 times in an hour at the beginning of this week. What's up with that? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe their market maker is having a lot of fun. Remember that most projects have market makers. Never forget. Yeah, I got to get a hardcore dehumidifier, but the thing is, I need one for every room. Do I wear crypto clothing in public? Yeah, I'm a dumbass. I just don't give a fuck, man. I'm 6'2", 320. 99% of Panama is like 5'7", $130. Yeah. I'm not really intimidated. Never had an issue here. I've been here 12 years. My Twitter pic is an avatar from a real picture. Oh, good. Serena, good to see you. Quick question, Randy. Is it worthwhile keeping Liquid Hex until after Pulse launch, or would you stake it now? Oh, I would definitely stake it. Definitely. If you're worried about that, then just put it into a Hedron HSI stake. Go to the Icosa app and turn it into an HSI. That way it's staked, and when it's time, you can just sell it to Icosa and get Icosa for it. And if you do it, make sure you do a full 55-55. It makes no sense to do an HSI anything less than a 55-55. And that is financial advice. Did you guys hear about the Hexagon father who lost a daughter in the Moscow? Is that a real city? Moscow, Idaho? Murders recently? Yeah, I saw the image. That's really sad. And the fact that he wore his Hex hat, that was pretty ballsy. He was on national TV wearing a Hex hat talking about his daughter's murder. Very sad. They can triangulate your location from the window. I know HexFlex. You got to get through the security downstairs too. And I've been told these things so many times. I'm deaf. I don't hear it. Oz Thai combo. Cheers, mate. In the future, once we move, and we're going to be probably moving in May, highly likely we're moving in May. I doubt I'm going to have a view like this, so I won't have a window behind me that's so beautiful. Oh, you're just messing. 41 in Las Vegas. What? Holy crap. Well, you're out in the desert. I take it that's 41 degrees Fahrenheit. That's crazy. It's not 41 Celsius. That would be highs in the summertime. Colette says hello. Yeah, hot all this shit. All right, guys. So this is what's going to happen. I decided we're going to do the Christmas show on Thursday night. And I didn't realize that we're having the party at our house on Saturday. We're having a Christmas party here Saturday. I totally blanked my mind. So, yeah. So we're going to do it Thursday night. So that gives me a break on Friday and get to have some fun and give away some D shares for Pulse Doge. Probably give away some URUS tokens and some gold and silver, digital gold and silver tokens. Maybe some load. What else can I give away? Gold and silver DAO is not launched yet, so I can't give away their tokens. Maybe I can give away some Hex. I don't have any liquid though. I have to go to the market and pick up some. And some Hedron, maybe some Icosa if I have some. I'll have to look through things. But yeah, I'm happy to give away and have some fun with this. My wife's going to join me to help me do this because it's going to be a lot to manage. We've done them in the past. This will be our third time we've done it. First time we did it on Google Plus. For those of you guys who do not know, that's how I got my name, was Google Plus. I had 110,000 followers over there. Annabelle had about 102, 103,000. We're both verified. Even her YouTube's verified. She doesn't even use it. Barely uses her YouTube channel. That's why we got verified. Everyone always asks me, Randy, how'd your YouTube get verified? It's been verified for more than a decade. I even had to send YouTube my marriage certificate. That's how crazy YouTube was, Google. And so we did the first one. We gave away laptops, all kinds of stuff. I mean, I was broke back then. I was still giving away laptops, or I should say Chromebooks, because Chromebooks they've never been very expensive, like $300, $250, something like that. And that was a lot of fun. Our first one, and then the second one was Steam. We did it here at the old Bitcoin Embassy, and that was live, and they had big cameras there and everything, and that was a lot of fun. We gave away lots of Steam and Bitcoin and Ethereum, all kinds of stuff. And now we're here. I haven't done one in a couple of years. We haven't been set up. We've been kind of, ever since COVID, we've been kind of like in that nomad mode, moving all over the place. We were in Mexico for 7 months, and we just got back from Europe. We were 3 months in Europe. First time I've had like what I would consider like something that's good enough for a studio to do something like this. So happy to give back. I did very well in 2021. And I know some people could use a couple bucks. So we'll do it. I had a MySpace page and I had to stop using it because it was too laggy. You guys remember MySpace? Might be showing my age here, but that was my first foray into code. Remember, you used to be able to change your code, your skins on your website, on your MySpace website. And I was a Red Sox fan. I've always been a Red Sox fan. And I remember my page was all decked out in Red Sox stuff. I actually met a bunch of girls on there when I was in Tampa and going on dates and stuff because of MySpace. Those were the days back then when you could meet people online and it wasn't some creepy shit, right? Yeah. How awesome it is to be living in a bear market. It's the best thing ever. If you guys believe that we're going to turn around and we're going to go back up someday, which I'm pretty sure we're going to, then it totally makes sense. Yeah, see, 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I don't miss that. Yep, Google used to push it. They tried. Maybe it will. I don't know when his time is. I'll work around his time, whatever it is. Southern Cal, 54 degrees, feels like 30. Yeah. Frenchie made bullies. Hey, I had missed a couple, so I had to go back up there. Buying Bitcoin is like buying MySpace stonks. Oh, here. I gotta say something about this. So I reached out to a good friend today, and she's a we've known her since 2015 or 16, probably 16, because she was on Steam It with us. That's how I met her. And I invited her on the show just because she's cool. She's cool people. And I said, why don't you come on and talk crypto with me? And she goes, I remember I haven't had a direct a conversation with her probably 3 years. My wife talks to her. I don't talk to her that much. And she's like, Randy, isn't your show mostly hex stuff? She goes, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I'm a Bitcoiner. I'm 99% Bitcoin. I would feel really odd being on a show that's all centered around hex. And I was like, what the fuck? I have conversations all the time. It doesn't have to be just about hex. It could be about crypto in general. But yeah, I was like, that's a weird excuse not to come on our friend's show. Because if she said to me, hey, Randy, you want to come on something that she was doing? I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I was like, I told Anna, and I was like, that was weird. Like, yeah, very weird. T-Fex. Already, first time in 2 weeks, I'm able to watch you live. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Friendsters and FinDepix. Yeah. I think the first social media platform that was ever done was something to do with a friend. I can't remember the actual name of it. My friend, Mr. Scott here in Panama, he was one of the founders of it. And as I told you guys before, he was also one of the founders of Napster. And yeah, when he tells stories back in those days, it cracks me up. MySpace was dope till some stupid came around called yeah. Because okay, so you guys remember the cool thing about MySpace is that you could totally change up your page. It was totally you, it was your personality, right? Facebook was like socialized version or communist version of social media, where everyone had the exact same uniform. Everyone had the same pants, shirt. The only thing that was really personalized was your avatar for a long time. And then they added the cover, the top of your page later, like Twitter has. I don't know even what Facebook looks like now. I haven't been on there since 2020 when I got permabanned. But yeah, I miss MySpace. That was fun times. 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, mine's 10 p.m. Eastern. I mean, at least she was honest. Yeah, she was straight up. But I thought, when you're friends, you come on and you have a good time together. But one could have been 99% of BTC and 1% in Hex in January 2020 and ended up with the latter having more value. Oh, yeah. Mine wasn't 99% BTC, though. I was 99% other shitcoins, but Hex outperformed everything. Red Sox fan. Nice. They signed Justin Turner from the Dodgers yesterday. Tim, I've been out of it for so long. I have no idea who's who anymore. I'll tell you, when I was in the U.S., I was a guy that would get off of work on Friday or Saturday night when I was selling cars. And then on all day Sunday, I would just mellow and watch sports. That's all I did until I went back to work on Monday. When I was a nurse, I would work my 16-hour shifts. I love 16s. I do 4 16s back to back to back to back. Then I have 3 days off, and I'd always just mellow and just watch sports. Man, I wasted so much time. I could have been learning about Bitcoin. Negative 27 degrees Fahrenheit at the cabin tonight. What the hell makes a person want to live somewhere that gets to negative 27 degrees Fahrenheit? My God, man. I've only experienced that a couple times in my life, and I grew up in the north. I grew up on Lake Ontario, right across from Toronto. And it was cold in February and late January, but negative 27, there might be 2-3 nights a year when it gets to that. That's just nuts. Facebook was a college social media. Yep, it was. And I actually got signed up because of that. My friend, she was at Maylot. Her name was Maylot. She went to one of the schools in Philadelphia. Was it UPenn? Something like that. And she messaged me with an invite. She goes, Randy, you got to join. And I did. And that was my foray into Facebook. And shortly thereafter, MySpace was nothing. Exactly. I loved it. Going to get negative 40 degrees Celsius mid this week. Oh my God. What? Oh, God. Yeah. Well, there's something about sitting in front of a fire, in front of a really good chimney, whatever, in your house, lights dim, reading a book, or nowadays being on TikTok, I guess, and just chilling. There's something about it. Snuggling under the covers, whatever it is. Look, my wife and I don't snuggle. You know why? Because it's freaking hot. It's very uncomfortable to snuggle when the temperature all around you, it's always 80 degrees or 75 degrees. It's not comfortable at all. So, in a relationship in the tropics, it's more like you hug, I love you. Okay, get away from me. You're going to make me sweat. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm definitely a warm weather guy. I love it. We don't use our ACs. I only run it before I start the show because the lights make it really hot in here. Yeah, move south, Oxcalette. Can't read. Come on. I snuggle with my dog. Dogs are good. I can't do that in warm weather. No snuggling in warm weather. Yeah. All right, let's look at the charts here. Where am I wrong? There we go. All right. Look at poor Bitcoin. It seems like yesterday we were a much higher price. Right now we're at 16,678. The ORX indicator still has not disappeared, so I guess it still has hope that we're going up. But if you ask the macro guys out there, the crypto Twitter, they're all saying Bitcoin's going down. We're done. Even Richards did another video recently with an interview with somebody. Richard's still saying 11K and pray, and he may be right. It's not that far away. Look, that's right here, right there. Oh boy, it could drop that fast, but hopefully it won't affect Hex that much. But hold on, I want to say this: the MA and the EMA, the green might cross over the orange pretty soon. And the last time we had a crossover was back here. This is the monthly chart. So you're looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 months ago is when the red crossed over the green. We're getting close to the green crossing over the red. And if we go back to that, before that, how I see this better? It's right there. It goes right here. All right. So that looked like about 16, 18 months before that when it went green. Let's get this to crossover. Then I could safely say that the bear market is coming to an end. Let's go back over here to see it crossed over here. And you can see it was slowly moving up. It wasn't a lot. Here we are at 9,000. And here at this month, we're at 16. Just slow, or no, sorry, 12, 10.7. The bottom of this one was 14. So it slowly started building momentum. That's what we got to look for. I'm talking about Bitcoin so much because this is the lead player. This is the one that's coming out, and traditionally is the one that leads the pack out the gate. Could it be different this time? Maybe Ethereum is the leader, but I doubt it. Here we go. Let's go to the daily. That's an ugly chart. Freaking fugly. The red crossed over again 4 days ago. And then we just went down. We went from 17.5 down to 16.5. So we dropped $1,000 in one day. And now we the step ladder will probably start heading back up. Because remember, we're going into the new moon. Pull that up for you guys. Or 5 days before the new moon is when it's the most bullish. 5 days until 5 days after. So next full moon or next new moon is in 4.3 days. Okay, so we're within the window of bullishness for the new moon. So we should have 9 days of bullishness. I hope no bad news comes out. ETH it lost its Aurochs indicator. If you see how much it dropped, it went from 13.25 and it dropped to 11.27 this month. That's a pretty almost $200 difference. And the green, it looks like it's going to cross over here too. Yeah, I'm not seeing much ugly here. And there's a lot of people out there that are, when everyone's out there saying we're going down, it's time to start looking about, excuse me, that we might be going the other way. Sorry. Okay, so this is ETH on the daily. Red crossed over, obviously, and we went from here down. Well, actually, we went from here. The Aurochs indicator went red all the way down to here. Man, that was ugly. Here go the stairs. Stairs up, elevator down. That's how crypto works. Hex. Man, I consider Hex is like either the best stablecoin in crypto or we're the slowest rug in history. I don't know. We're at 2.6 cents, and it won't take much for this thing to be back above 3 cents again. We're back to our stablecoin status. I'm so excited and happy to be in a coin that performs this good during a bear market, or I should say token. The daily. Hey, we got a green Aurochs indicator. That's cool. Hopefully that paints for tomorrow. The green, this is in the daily, but the red crossed over, and we've been riding real close there. Hopefully this, I would guess it in 2 or 3 days, it's going to cross over right in line with the moon. Look at the down here in the bottom, the fear and greed. We're definitely yellow now. The days of orange are behind us, it looks like. Hedron. Well, Hedron's up 10% today. But Hedron did have a very bad day yesterday. Some whale sold crazy amount. Some crazy amount. It dropped all the way to 609255. Wow. Whoever bought there, whoever had their orders in, limit orders, you already did 60%. Congratulations for all the traders out there. I don't have time for that anymore. But man, that's a great trade. Congratulations for whoever set limit orders. I'm not that good anymore. I'd rather just hang out with my kid. Here you go. Whack. Look at this. Look at this candle. It went from 5 zeros 1-8 to 6 zeros 9-5. That's like 80% drop, right? Am I wrong here? Is that 80% drop? No, some crazy amount. Lost almost half, like 45%. There you go. Look at, here we go. The stair step going back up, and the demand index is heading back up too. All right. So I'm sorry if anybody's buying right now, but you just got smashed. Absolutely smashed. Some big whale just decided it was time to sell. And for those of you guys who happen to own Pulse Doge, I know there's not a ton of you. They did open up the Ethereum. You can burn your BSC tokens right now and move over to Ethereum. So that's going on right now. This is the new Pulse Doge on ETH, and it shows you the price, almost 2.5 cents. That's it. Yeah, I would pay attention to that. If you're in Pulse Doge, you don't have to burn your tokens. You don't have to. You can just trade them and then buy them back on ETH, or it's up to you. Just keep your Pulse Doge and play that game. But after 30 days, you're not going to be able to burn them anymore to bring them over to ETH. So you'll have whatever supply is on Pulse Doge or on BSC and the new supply on ETH. So pay attention. The coin's flashing. The coin's flashing red. Is it telling us something? That's not cool. All right. Man, you guys have a lot of comments. There you go. My mom says, I got my fireplace all ready for the teens at Christmas. Nice. My mom's all set. Put on log, please. Wasn't it? Oh man, you know what? I always have it on log. Yeah. Sorry. I had to re-sign in. You know how when you clean your computer, it deleted my cookies and everything. So it took away. That's why it was looking different. Explains it. Sorry. I'll fix that. That's right. Do not live an ordinary life. I've been scooping up Hex for dirt cheap all month long, Randy. Way to go. That's awesome. Astrology can be fun. Yeah, especially when it pertains to markets. It just happens to fit in. It just happens to do good. Magic Pulse Chain was launched on Christmas. Poor. Yeah. If Richard does that, that's just cruel because, everyone will be in front of their computers instead of hanging out with their families. That would be just sad. We stopped seeing Hexkins tipping $100 and writing hex.com on the receipt. Yeah. Hey, I'm one of them. I'm not flush anymore. That means I would have to cash out crypto, and I can't do that right now. No way. You do not cash out crypto in a bear market, period. Right now is not the time to cash out. Right now, the time is to accumulate. And I've told my wife many times, I said, there's an alarm going off. I told her many times, I said, when the bull market comes, have fun. When the bear market comes, you want a coach purse? Wait till the bull market. She loves the bull market, man. She takes advantage. So sad. Yeah. On your chart, EMAs are using, here, let me check. My EMAs are settings, inputs, 1010. 1010. How do we go back? Some still do $55.55, 100. What are we talking about, Hexadal? Some still do 55, 100 to 500. The slowest drug is Zen. I love Zen. I agree with Oxcolette here. Richard even unfollowed me on Twitter, and I've said multiple times, I can't believe he hasn't unfollowed me earlier because I'm not a Hex maxi. I love Hex. I love Pulse Chain. 95% of everything that I have in crypto is in the RH ecosystem, but I still will talk about other coins and tokens. And RH unfollowed me. I made a short, a Zen short, and he didn't like that. Yeah, I got no problem with Zen. I mean, I don't really like the founder. He's kind of weird, but the token itself, we'll see what happens with it. It cost me $3 to mint. Five wallets twice a week. So it cost me $30 a week to mint Zen for a possible payout in the future. I'm good with it. Matthew Cobby, life's good. I love Christmas. That's all I got to say, man. Tonight we went out by the airport to an area called Costa del Este, and brought Anna's brother, and we just had dinner and all the kids are running out in the park. They have a park in the mall, and like outdoor park, and all the kids are running around. They had Christmas music going, everything, total blast. And then we just drove around the city, looked at lights, went home. Sure, free with just gas, but it was to yield me like $20 a minute from day one, a ladder, but now only barely half that. Are we talking about Zen? Yeah, I'm never buying Zen. I minted Zen. Will Shiba make a historic bull run? I don't know. People have to buy it. People need to buy tokens to make things run. That's how crypto works. That's how stocks work. That's how everything works. That's how gold and silver work. That's why when people say, "Oh, something's a Ponzi," everything's a Ponzi. Nothing goes up without people buying it. People try to play the games of cutting supply. We're gonna burn the supply of this token and hoping the price goes up, right? It still takes someone to buy. If people aren't buying, the price ain't going up. Zen is like a full-time job with lower pay than minimum. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long. My stakes are out the 440, so we'll see how they go. Not stakes, my mints. So I'm not worried about my Zen. You guys could worry about my Zen, but I'm not worried about my Zen. Wait till Zen NFTs are launched. Interesting. I look forward to it. JG's got what is that? A balloon or a clam? Can't tell. Yeah, the NFTs are a new thing. I don't pay attention to it though. Someone paid $90 million for an NFT. What? Got some cheap Hex and ETH for future gas today. Yes. Smart man, Doug. Look, guys, if you're not preparing for your future crypto bags, this is for your future self in crypto. Make sure you always have some Ethereum. Always. You got to have a few Ethereum just in case the prices go crazy again. And on top of that, always have some coins that you can use that you can change to Ethereum in order to do your transactions. Now, with wallets like Aurochs Wallet, you're going to be able to do feeless transactions. So you'll be able, if you need to do a transaction with Hex and you don't have any Ethereum in the wallet, you can still do the transaction. It'll just take some of the Hex. So that's happening if you're using the Aurochs Wallet. But if you're still using MetaMask, good luck. It's not going to work out too good for you. You're going to still need some Ethereum. But those feeless transactions are coming. I think most of the new wallets and integrations in the future are going to have feeless transactions, or not feeless transactions, but if gasless transactions, I should say. All right. Hedron dumping, so HSRs are getting less expensive. Cool. Get in. I mean, pick up a bunch and go buy some of those HSIs. I've heard they're still discounted. So that's the best way to pick up Hex right now. You know how Richard always talks about the discount with the Grayscale Trust? Right now, there's a huge discount using HSIs. Does that mean that until the real Hex price meets the HSI prices, the Hex price isn't going up? Oh, snap. Randy just turned us around on that one. Are the HSIs our Grayscale Trust? Interesting. Can I leave them on BSC? Yes, Sandy Beach. Absolutely. If you're talking about Pulse Doge, you could leave them on BSC. But after 28 more days, they're there forever. You'll never be able to bring them over to Ethereum. I would love to see Pulse Chain launch on New Year's. Happy. Yeah. Whew, Dugginator. That would be dope. I'd be all over that. Well, I mean, version 3 I'd be happy with, because then I can go in, I can start playing with it every day. I'm going to remind you guys, when version 3 comes out, I want you to spend 30 minutes every day playing with it and getting used to seeing how it works, using fiat.io, using liquid loans and PulseX, and learning how all these work together, just so when it launches, you are ready. I'm hoping we get a special airdrop for the people 100% staked. 100% staked with Hex, Luke Duke. We've already gotten a bunch of airdrops, and I'm sure we're going to get more. I have my idea, I have a fabulous idea, and I just don't trust devs. That I've been through so many devs, they've all screwed me over. So it's the only reason why I haven't done one, a coin or token to help the stakers. Hey, RH Max is here. Good to see you, sir. Free XD, not CD. Did I say CD? Or Hex, you think so? Woo, man, that's a bearish call. Dang, that's bearish. Hex showing at 0.0256. Yep. Randy, don't you know that you're not allowed to talk about Zen? Well, Richard already unfollowed me. This is how I feel right now. Richard unfollowed me, and Crypto 7 spanked me. He supposedly bent me over his knee and spanked me because I talk about other coins, especially Zen, right? And in my opinion, I've been set free. You know, it's like the cuffs are off. Now I can talk about whatever I want and not have to please Richard. So, you know, Crypto 7, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, but I feel liberated. My wife's like, this is a good thing for you. Because I always have to tiptoe around Richard, right? Not anymore. It will dip to 0.0137 waters above. Really, Morehex? He said that? 137? Dude, man. Oh, goodness. That's a good price. Sorry, not bug, but free XD. Okay. Axcled, I'm not following here. And Staker can just use Hex for fees. Yes, I know that. Yep. So if you have Staker app on your phone, you can use that. You can just use Hex in your wallet, and it's gasless or Ethereum transactions. So you don't have to use any Ethereum. B-Flow made it. Well, you got like 15 minutes left. Oh, man. RH Max just ate a DQ Blizzard, but then did a workout. Let the motorcycles go by. They're happy. Argentina won. Everyone's celebrating tonight. A DQ Blizzard, man. Every time I would have one of those, it would put my stomach in a knot. I don't know what they put in those things, but man, I can't do much dairy. Big Trouble in Little China or the Goonies. Oh, man. Definitely the Goonies, bro. I'm Goonies all day. Big Trouble in Little China, I just never was a fan of that movie. But Goonies, whew, I've watched it so many times. You think it's okay? Yeah. Maybe skip the DQ and just go straight to the workout. CoSwap uses non-ETH as a choice. Oh, really, Tripod? See, I've never used CoSwap. I love you guys because you guys teach me stuff. So if you guys don't have any ETH in your wallet, go over to CoSwap, and they'll take a portion of the token that you're swapping and use that as the fee. I'm sure that it flops. What flavor? I had the candy one the other night. I've always liked the chocolate brownie. Yeah, that was my favorite back in the day. DQ is a sleeper pre-workout nobody has caught on to yet. It will take a chunk of ETH to unlock 55 stakes, 0.6 or so. 0.6, and imagine by then, 13 years from now, or 12 years from now, Ethereum, if we're still going, Ethereum could be like 200-300 grand each. Ouch. But hopefully Hex is way better than that as far as price performance. 60% discount on like a 500 T-share HSI that we watched tick down to zero with Sloth and Blue Bum the other night. Oh, wow, 60%. Can you guys imagine? Like I said, we got the HSI Trust right now at a 60% discount for that, because that was such a big one. People didn't have the money to buy it, but 60% discount. But the true Hex price is up here. Does that mean that true Hex price needs to come down to the HSI prices? That's a question to ask. Maybe we'll get the 1.3 cents. You're going to see that talked about this week. RH Max, you're going to bring that up. You're really good with these number things. You too, Sloth. Matcha has gasless also for some pairs. Okay, cool. See, I didn't know that either. I used Matcha for a little while, and I was trying to use it for limit orders, and every time it would fail. My limit orders would never go through. And then someone told me later on that if your limit order is too small, the larger orders will be used first, and then you might miss out. So I didn't know that. It took me a while to figure it out. I just stopped using Matcha, but it'll help the pump. Snickers, my new favorite. Oh, you guys. May as well just use limit orders. There you go. I use 30 minutes to play with it every day. I use 30 minutes to play with it every day. Beefalo, what are you talking about? What do you play with 30 minutes? Oh, okay. All right. You're talking about version 3 coming out. That's good. That's good. I thought you were talking about something else. I will buy Randy Bullion coin RBC for 50 pesos. We're going to make the Panama Canal great again. The canal's fine. I am starting to use the Aurex wallet, taking my time and learning how it operates, also making sure it all works with my MM. I used your link about 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Timothy. Now, there is an issue with the devs at Aurex have found an issue with hex.com. Go to hex.com, and they're going to give me a report about what it is so that I can send it to Richard. Because for some reason, the wallet isn't communicating with go.hex.com, and it's also not communicating with Icosa and Hedron, which is totally bizarre. So it works with almost all of the other Web3s. It works good with Uniswap and all those things, but it's not communicating with those apps. So they're working on it for me because I wanted to make some tutorial videos for the Hex community, but I can't because the wallet's not communicating. I'd watch Randy Unchained with Jamie Foxx and Randy's next favorite actor. I think this was called Pan Am Chain. That was one of the conferences I spoke at, the FinTech and Blockchain Conference. That was May 5th and 6th, 2018. Then we had another one like 2 months before that. What's up, Hex Clan? Yeah. Did you see FDA admit the jab caused the clots? Yes, I did. Yeah. How will they pay out to the dead family members now? I don't think they're going to. It's a real shame. It's a real shame. You need ETH just to approve. Okay. So, but once you get past the approval, maybe it'll work fine. If Hex launched a year ago after the BTC bottom, could RH wait a year from now to launch Pulse? Launch when the market is getting momentum. Look, when Hex was launched, there was no momentum coming. It was still, we were near the bottom of the market. Remember, Hex dipped for the first 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, almost 2 months it dipped. And it wasn't until March when the Godwhale came in and boom, the price freaking rocketed. So we had, if I'm gonna say something right here. If Hex would have performed better in those first 2 months during the AA, I would have bought a lot more. But all I saw, because everyone was telling me that Hex was a scam the first couple months, the first 10 days I purchased all my Hex. I could have done more, but I stopped there because all I saw was the price going down to the right. And then February came, and that's when it, boom, started, hit the bottom and started going up a little bit. And then March came, and that's when we had Godwhale. So I was frankly scared off. I didn't even look at my Hex for like 2 months because the price wasn't doing anything. And I would have it in my FTX wallet, Blockfolio. That's what it used to be called, right? So I look at my Blockfolio wallet and I would see my Hex, and I just see, oh man, tick down, tick down, tick down. I'm like, oh God, maybe these guys were right, So they fudded me out. That was the first time in a long time that somebody fudded me out of something. But the good thing is that I put enough in the beginning that took care of it. And then after the God Whale came in, I started putting in again. So I got about 70% in the first 10 days and another 30% after the God Whale. So it ended up working out fine. But man, if it didn't go down to the left for so long and people weren't calling it a scam, I probably would have gone heavier. Titanic or the Never-Ending Story? I would say the Never-Ending Story, just because it's the Titanic, man. There's parts of it I really like, and others I'm like, this is so cringe. B-Flow knows what I'm talking about. They cancel each other out. You still get the euphoria from both. You're funny, RH. Are you drunk, bro? Best way to buy BNB. More hex. I use Simple Swap. Here, let me show it to you. Oh, leave. No. I don't want to do that. Let me see. I have to open up a new window. There we go. Simple Swap. Start a new exchange. You put in what do you want to change. Then you choose BNB. BNB. If it's going to the BEP20, you got to make sure you choose the BSC version. So that's the best way that I think. You can also use Change Now. You can use other websites. It doesn't have to be this one, but that's what I've always used, because that's how I got my BNB over to Binance Smart Chain to be able to buy Pulse Doge back in the day. Hex KYC or non-KYC? How I made? What do you mean? What's that mean? Try Dex Guru for limit orders. Works on any chain. Oh, cool. Dex Guru. Never heard of that one. See, there you guys go. Here, I gotta do is take a picture of that. You guys are always teaching me. Love that. Capture. One thing I like about Max, it's pretty cool to be able to do that stuff. Nice trading view chart. Very cool, Hexagonal. Never had luck with match or limit orders below $1,500 purchases. Yeah, I've never done one over $1,500. Most of mine were like $1,000, $500, and they never went through, Ted. Yes, definitely talking about version 3. Okay. Hey, Marion. Hope you're doing better. I was talking about B-Flow. What? Why are you talking about feet? This ain't OnlyFans. We're an exclusive site. Mango Junkie, yeah. Everyone's saying hi to Marion. And one thing I want to talk about, I got to get this off my chest. So, Whale Chart and some people within our community have been sharing the list of the people that received letters from Twitter that the SEC is requesting info. So the SEC is going to Twitter and asking for our addresses, our emails, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's bullshit. And on top of that, I think it's even more bullshit that there's people publicly sharing the list. Seriously. So any account I see sharing that list, I am reporting it, because I think it's crap that you guys can dox people like that. I got no, it could be, you guys consider it public information, but why do people need to share that? I think that's just cruel. So I've gone ahead and reported Whale Chart for that. So if they ever see this, they know I did it. Really bummed me out that they shared that. I'm like, come on, guys. It's not like we're criminals, right? All we did was share that we like Hex. And these mofos are going out there sharing our saying that we're part of the investigation. And you should see the comments. The comments like, oh, these people deserve to go to jail. Oh, when's Richard Hart going to be in the box? And all of his people with him. You know, I'm like, what the hell? The cruelest things. That really bummed me out on Friday when I saw that. because I didn't think that was warranted. Change now made a wallet. Cool, Oxcolette. I didn't know that. Randy's talk to the chat streams tend to make my night so fun. It's just a different way of streaming. Everyone's got their different way, and this is what I feel comfortable with. I don't feel like people want to hear me yip yap all the time, but people asking questions and just saying dumb shit. Sometimes that's all we need. We just want to be able to have a conversation with people and just know that your voice is heard and I'm willing to listen. And then I got people, most of you guys are DMing me about stuff. I get the craziest DMs from you guys. Like, oh, Randy, you got to talk about this. Oh my God, have you seen this shit? I feel like I'm the gossip pole, you know? In the Navy, we called it scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt. That's the water fountain. That's what we call it in the Navy. I know it's a weird name, but so we talk about, hey, what's the scuttlebutt today? And in Spanish, we say, what's the chisme? Oh, God. Atomic Wallet. Atomic Wallet uses Change Now as their backend with Atomic Swats. That's how it literally got its name. Ah, okay. Yeah. So Aurochs is partnered with Change Now, by the way, if you guys want to know. I just downloaded it, haven't used it yet. Cool. No problem, Timothy. We're going to get it fixed. They told me that when they have the report of what's wrong with the hex.com website, they're going to give it to me so I can pass it to Richard. Yeah, it's great to make your trades get in and get out. Yes, yes. You know what's cool about using sites like Simple Swap and Change Now and things like that? No KYC, and you don't have to open up centralized accounts. So it goes, comes. That's it. Love it. No more hex. I haven't seen any updates. Nope. Hopefully they get it sold soon. Thank you for that. I'm gonna watch the replay. Bright Light Crypto. Bright Light Crypto. So join us on Thursday. That's going to be the Christmas show. My wife will be here, and we'll be giving away a bunch of stuff. Aladdin or FIFA Goes West. Definitely Aladdin. The original cartoon Aladdin. I love that movie. Even though now that I know more about Disney and the whole pedo thing, I am not much into Disney now, but back in the day, I loved the original Aladdin. Change It Now can get BNB with any other token like Gasless. That is cool. Yes, Labyrinth was awesome. Oxcolette showing her age, man. Seriously. Binance US has BNB and BUSD without fees to withdraw. Ooh, interesting. Wonder why they're doing that. Good night, Timothy. Have a great one. Wow, really effed up. What are we talking about? Elon made a poll if he should quit as CEO of Twitter, and most voted yeah. You know, it's just Twitter was his now. He's like the type of guy that he's constantly dating new women, and then he's excited about it, and then the endorphins wear off, and he has to get real business going with a relationship. He's like, I don't like that. Moving on to the next. That's what I feel that he's like. That's what it sounds like. Oh, Mr. Whale shared it. Well, Whale Chart's the one I found. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Published list. Exactly, Ted. That was bullshit. Thank you, Sandy Beach. I appreciate that. It really put me down the dumps. I didn't care that people knew that I was on the list. I cared because all the Hexicans know who's on the list, right? We all talk to each other, that kind of thing. But what I didn't like is that the whole world needed to know. The whole world does not need to know. Period. It's our community's problem that we have to deal with. Period. Alta just dropped price to 1 cent. Unbelievable. Deceptive tactics. Yep. FUD. When you were in the U.S. and Navy, what did I do? Go anywhere cool? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Start off in Chicago, Great Lakes for boot camp. I worked at the hospital there for think it's like 5 months until my school is ready. I went to aviation medicine school in Pensacola. Loved that. Had a great time every day getting to see the Blue Angels, practice and stuff. And the aviation medicine is really badass. We had a lot of cool stuff. And then I went to Patrol Squadron 26 in Brunswick, Maine. And when I was there, I deployed to Italy twice. I deployed to Puerto Rico. I got sent here to Panama. And in 97, I got sent, after I was done with the squadron, I went to Sigonella, Sicily, where I lived for 2 more years. I was deployed there twice for 6 months at a time. I did 2 more years. Absolutely loved it. Lived off base, lived in the middle of an orange orchard with Mount Etna in the background. Had my GTI VR6, drove everywhere 130 miles an hour. Hey, I was in my 20s. I had money. I had a nice car. I lived in paradise. It was great. Yeah. But then I got out and had to deal with real life. My next 10 years, wow. But I'm not going to go into that tonight. We'll go into that some other time. Oh, and I also went to Bermuda. I went on a detachment to Bermuda once for, I think it was 4 days. I went on a 1 week detachment to Saudi, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia in 93. I was in Christmas in 93. I was celebrating Christmas. We weren't allowed to even have our windows open. So the building, we had to cover the windows so nobody could see us celebrating Christmas in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, because obviously it's a 100% Muslim nation. That was a weird experience. But I did enjoy the KFC. They had a really good KFC. And if you guys don't know, KFC is everywhere. If you ever want fast food, no matter what country you're in, everywhere I've ever been, I found KFC, except for Ethiopia. I don't think we had KFC there, but interesting. Merry always and happy everything. Thank you, Sandra. Oh, yeah, Tom, your air crew? I would have been your corpsman. I would have been the guy drawing your blood, giving you your shots, doing all that shit. So everybody, thank you. I hope everyone has a great night. Remember, Thursday night is going to be the Christmas show. And all you got to do is show up. And I'm going to be giving shit away. So cheers.